What's good, fam? Welcome to Subs Over Dubs podcast, anime review episode 31. My name is Reese here with my boy AD and Jimmy. And we're going to break down these last 3 weeks of anime between Mushoku Tensei and Bleach. So let's start off with the slower one for now, because I know we got a lot to talk about with Bleach. I do, anyways.
There's always a lot to talk about with Bleach.
Of course. Let's start off with Mushoku Tensei. So we have this thing with Sylphie and Rudy is finally meet after a long time, and the first thing to do is have a duel, because why did they have to duel again? Just like an acceptance thing, or
No, I think it's both because both of them can do
incantations. How do they say
Yeah, like wordless incantation.
yeah, wordless incantation. Well, I thought incantation. Well, yes, we're on the same page. I'm being a stickler for the wordage, but yeah, basically. Yeah, too technical, but basically being able to cast a spell without saying the incantation. And it was a quick sweep. But it's crazy, even in the interaction, like some things don't pop to his head. Like, he knows not too many people are capable of that. Mm-hmm. He should obviously be able to visually see he's dealing with an elf. And then he notices her wand early on, so it's just like...
But that wand, I think that wand should have been one of the main key factors, because he's the one that made it and gave that one to him.
Mm-hmm. So we just see a progression over these last 2 episodes of them kind of mingling together, and it's just like, at what point is he gonna identify who he's talking to? You know?
Yeah. Go ahead. My phone.
No, go ahead.
Now I just feel like Sylphie, she's somewhat giving him hints, but he's not. You don't think so?
I think she's playing games, or I mean,
she's playing games with him. She like slightly putting it out there that. Saying and doing certain things to make him feel like that it's her, like when she said, "Oh, soft hands," and all that stuff. So that.
But I don't feel like she did anything. That's just her like accepting him trying to help her up. I don't think she's doing anything intentional. Like, he'll know the feel of my hand type. You know what I'm saying? But
because they got older too, so
they have changed. That's why granted. Man, he hasn't seen her since what? She was like 6, 7. They're kids.
Yeah, it was like 5 years since.
I think it's been a while. I think they're both teenagers, obviously, at this point. But I don't know. But even further on, obviously he demolishes her immediately in the 1v1. He's working with Zanoba, his apprentice from season 1, and joined the room with all the elites, I guess you can call it. But he's slowly intermingling with Fitz, as we know her at this point, and just really having those conversations and interacting with each other, not knowing who he's dealing with, all the way up to the point where he's gotten so comfortable with Fitz that he's asking questions to get answers for. So as we see when he deals with the Dodio girls, he's asking Fitz, how do I inflict punishment on someone without leaving a lasting like negative memory or revenge type thing, and he's just going back and forth, picking her mind, not knowing who he's dealing with the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Like, she was trying to make sure, even though, like, from a female perspective for herself, she was trying to make sure he wasn't trying to do anything explicit or anything like that.
He kind of did already,
yeah,
but I mean,
he did, but like not too far.
And she forgave him quick too. She's like, "Oh, it wasn't sexual. Okay, I can let it slide. It ain't that bad." Because it started off, "Oh, you got 2 girls held captive in your room. You didn't do anything sexual." Nah, I just groped them.
Just caught the feel.
But not in that way. Oh, okay. Thank God.
That's fine.
But just again, you have all these moments of them with each other, and it's been a slow pickup. It's getting kind of annoying at this point, because even when they're in the room together, he's like, hey, didn't she ask, you want to see my eyes or something?
Yeah,
or do you take my glasses off? And then she was like, she got close to that moment. She's like, nah, pull it out. See, playing these games. But Rudy thinks it's a guy the whole time anyways, and he's like catching himself. Hey, am I falling for a dude? My heart's racing right now.
Sus. Hello, sus.
I'll say I'm a little, like, with the latest, I'm a little bit happier because it showed a teensy bit of action with that,
the Dodia girls?
No, not
twins?
that one.
The
The God.
I was gonna, yeah. But we can go ahead and jump
Oh,
into the latest episode, but
Yeah, we still talking about that.
It's all
So,
good.
but it's cool.
it's all good. Even jumping into the newest episode, like you mentioned, we did see a little bit of action. We get to see his basically, he's get to hit him with paws with all his might and charge up and giving him his best ability. I forgot how to pronounce the name exactly. He's a demigod, but it's some with an H.
Yeah, it's over the age, but I think you can call it. He said he called him a body or something like that.
I don't remember that part.
You did say something like that, but I don't agree. That ain't a lot to me.
Yeah, it's like body. That's in his name, so I guess it's short, so people won't have to.
Listen, I look at his. Listen, it's Purple Goro from Mortal Kombat. My boy got the 6 arms. He's ready for action.
Yeah, folks.
Yeah, 6. Yeah. Yeah, 2 up, 2 folders, and 2 on the hips.
Oh, I ain't look at that.
And he ain't listening or watching, man. What
I
you
ain't
doing,
staring
man?
at that man that hard. That's what it is.
You
Not
ain't
necessarily
have to.
staring. They showed it like plenty of times.
I mean, then what's his name? They showed his name plenty of times too.
I can't say.
Yeah,
that
but you
name.
didn't know either.
You remember
though.
the body, but not the name. That's crazy.
You
That's
don't
the part
remember
that
though.
stuck with me.
Hey,
I can't remember.
I don't
the
remember
full
neither
name.
one.
I can't.
Exactly.
I don't remember the full name. I just remember he said
It's
body.
like hit. I don't know. The
That's how
white.
you, like that's how you know like some anime characters when they like they nicknames stick out. Like so you don't know the whole name. Not everybody know how to pronounce the whole name.
Oh, his body.
But but essentially, he gets the power up, uses his ultimate attack, because essentially everyone's fighting to be the husband of the Dodia chief's daughters. And since Rudy, they're her boss, as they claim it, he has to fight the whole school essentially, one by one.
I think Body went there because his fiance is the one that gave Rudius the eye.
Yes,
So I
that's
think
true.
He went there to see like.
What he's about, because he heard high remarks.
Mm,
And then once again, we see Rudius immediately say, you know, I've been working really hard, and kind of downplaying himself, because again, he doesn't want to ever think of himself stronger than that strong, so he doesn't fall into that situation with the Dragon God and
yeah.
you know
'cause,
overlook
work.
it.
yeah, he asked him about the Dragon God, and he asked him did he know the Man God, but I think he know more.
Than what he
Man
let
God
on.
than what- Yeah.
And that's kind of the weird thing that happens in this universe. We haven't really got to understand why the Man God is so like taboo, because everyone like flips the switch when they hear that name. It's like a negative response almost every time he's brought it up.
Yeah, because his mood kind of switched a little bit to me. Once he said, like, how did you hear that name? And he was like, I see him in my dreams and all that stuff.
But he did preface it. He's like, I have no affiliation or do not pray to this person. Just to let you know, because he ain't trying to get that work again.
Don't kill me. Like, I'm just asking.
And then another thing, too, is like he kind of flinched or made a sour face when he heard about the demon god, too. And then Rudy is immediately
Dragon God.
Yeah, Dragon
God. Like you
Oh,
said,
he's the demon guy.
yeah, I'm tripping.
So he's one of the, what is it, I think like 7 people?
I don't remember if he's part of that 7 strongest people on the planet.
Nicknamed Demon God and then the Dragon God. So
Yeah,
I
because
thought,
you have the sword god, so he might be.
Okay.
I don't know. Obviously I don't read, so I don't know as much about the lore. I know this is briefly talked about in season 1, but I don't know if he's that, demon god. But yeah, they basically challenges Rudius because, he wants to see what the hype's about. His wife has never talked about anyone, or did he say mistress or said wife, right? Obviously. Fiance. Never talked about anyone in this way in years, so he wanted to, get that action, I guess. It's kind of weird, too, because, like, he used his ability, right? Gave him the strongest attack. I guess we can say he ate it. But then he, immediately, I was like, ain't he way smaller now? And then he was mini-me until his arms came back to him. And then I guess he was on some Mario mushroom shit and just grew back
Yeah,
up.
that Deadpool effect.
You good, AD? You awfully
yeah,
quiet, man.
Because he said that Deadpool. Like, that's all.
But
Like when he turned into a baby.
Yeah.
we did get it's still not enough, obviously, but we got a little bit of brief action. But hopefully, going into the end of this season, or I don't know if it's necessarily the end of this arc, we get some actual like scenes, because I'm curious to see what his abilities look like after he's worked on his body a lot. He's a lot more physical
Got more
in
like,
shape and just stronger in general to go with his increased magic abilities. So seeing what he's capable of going forward into an actual battle is going to be nice to see. And it's kind of awkward too, I guess. even though he could see it into the future. What is his time in the future? Isn't it 2 seconds?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I was surprised he just ate a punch. I guess he couldn't do nothing though because he was holding his arm.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Yeah, he was stretching it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, "It's my turn now." He was like,
Yeah,
"Hold
I
on."
didn't think he was gonna say my turn because I thought it was just
It's
him
just a
attacking
one-way
him.
thing. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
he
because he already said it was over. He said he won.
It's like, all right, my turn. He's like, huh?
rocked him. I thought he'd do more than just a bruise. I thought he would shatter his face the way he geared up, but I guess
Hey, she been healing him for a while, so you don't know what happened.
it was like 2 frames. He had a swollen face, healed her, and it was gone.
Mhm.
So I guess he just got concussed, but hey man, he let the whole school know he's that dude. Not to be trifled
I
with.
don't think nobody because they was all shocked whenever he
Yeah,
shot
they
that.
was already scared of him before though.
Yeah, well, he already had the name. They know him by Quagmire, so he's already known and killed the dragon, or I forgot who they killed with that
Yeah, them
that
six
team.
dudes was jumping at that dude.
Mm.
They got scared and walked off. They said, "Oh yeah, that's Quagmire here. We good."
Yeah. So
Ugh.
young Cliff. So and that's the next topic, man.
Bro.
So
Oh,
we got Cliff out here hurting, looking for love. Before we even get to that, my boy Rudy is doing the most now. He in the girl's skirt and groping them
Oh,
in
yeah.
class now. He on standby like, what's going to fix my problems? But yeah, we got Cliff, been a side character up to this point. He's part of the special class, and he's been just sour towards Rudius. Got him from getting jumped further at that one point, and then breaks down and finally it asks Rudius, "Hey, can I get that introduction? I need some wingman action. I need to know."
what's her name? Annalise?
Elenice?
Annalise?
It's
I don't
E, but I don't know how to pronounce it.
Ellie.
Elenice. Because he's attracted to her, which for obvious reasons, but got to get jumped trying to defend the you know what in the streets. You ain't gonna talk
know.
about my lady like
know
that.
the truth.
Say, man, listen,
If I know
this is
dirt.
what I paid, man. Just saying, you defending the wrong one. But yeah, I knew it too. As soon as he introduced her, I was like, something's gonna be different because this is the way they're setting this up. It's too. It would be too smooth. It would have just happened. Boy comes back to class and she's on his lap. I'm awesome. I'm gonna save your curse.
I don't know how you gonna do that.
And then save himself. How you gonna break something?
Yeah, that's all I get. He in a special class, but he getting jumped by 6 people.
Well, we don't know what he's special for. True. I mean, we don't know what he's got. He might. Maybe he's just not a combat. Maybe he specializes in curses.
I would have put a curse on them.
Yeah.
6 people jumping me, they getting cursed.
On the real.
How you know you don't have to sacrifice something for the curse?
One of them getting sacrificed.
Right, so-
What you mean?
No, I mean not like a person, like you as the person. who put
Oh,
the
he gotta
curse on
sacrifice
him.
himself.
Let's say, yeah, so maybe you have to give up something. It might not be worth putting that curse on someone when you have to give up. Let's just say a year of your life or something. That wouldn't be worth it.
Then I'm not finna be in that special class. What's the point of me being there?
He's trying to study and grow his game. And I don't know. I can't tell you what Cliff's about. I'm just saying in general, like we don't know what his powers are. We're speculating.
General, he should have fought back. Why you
Hey,
trying?
man, 6 of them, man. What is he gonna?
Hey, I would have
Yeah,
did. I would have did something.
Think a little bit, you get knocked back
I'm
down.
not gonna just turtle up.
I don't know. I'm not gonna.
I want them to dig into his relationship with Ares though, cause they just.
Oh yeah,
that
they
one
skipped
little
over
part.
it. I don't know if he's in. So there's an extra episode on season 1 where they show Eris go to the Goblin camp. I don't know if he's the one in it because I didn't watch that episode because I know about it already.
I watched it, but I was like in and out watching it.
Was he in there? Or do you remember a character
don't
with black hair?
remember.
Okay.
I was just like I was watching it, but I wasn't watching because I was playing a game on my phone at the time.
I'm
But-
pretty sure in that episode he's featured, or because she meets another young boy
Mm.
in that episode, and he's weak, and she's like just protecting him. I'm almost positive that's him. I need to go and watch it to be honest. But yeah, man, and boy got in a whole relationship with a cursed individual, we'll call it.
It's like he don't even care about. Like he said, you
He
won't
knows
suffer
about
this
it,
alone.
yeah.
I'm guessing you're like, okay, you can go
Oh,
do that, but still, you mine.
I mean, you just gonna do it with him then.
No, she
But
gotta do it with
can't.
somebody.
It has to be someone else. Like
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah.
that's what she said. Even in the
Yeah,
episode.
she explained it. She even like before she said she was just cursed, but then in this episode, I feel like she explained that it has to be a different partner. It can't just be one partner.
That's the.
Hey man, that's who he wants to save, man. Cliff and Love, with a stripper.
Maybe she was trying to get ahead on that one episode from season 1 when she had all them dudes in there.
Yeah, we don't know the specifications on her
Yeah,
curse and how far.
Because that episode don't feel like, man, that ain't no curse. That's just your fetish.
Got the whole village in there.
Bond up, Brady.
Roxy wasn't having it. What the hell? You want to join?
Nah, she ended up.
She blew a hole in the wall. But
Back to Sylvie.
yeah.
So you mad at her because she not revealing herself, right?
A little bit.
In a way, I feel like she's leading him on too much, and then doing the whole glass of teas, like, and even she again referenced it when they were talking, like, I know what she say exactly. Jesus, she talked when they were having that conversation. She mentioned basically him in third person, about being a great.
Great
Whatever.
pastor and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Well, based on this episode, I feel like that at first he was gonna tell him, but now since he sees her as a boy, then maybe like she's trying to see like how he talk, all right, like around God and stuff.
So she's just trying to learn, see a different
Yeah,
side
yeah,
of him that
trying to-
she probably wouldn't get if
As herself.
she was, her. I mean,
I mean,
yeah,
'cause that's,
I don't think you're wrong, but I just like, what is the real end game to that? Because like,
she obviously like him, so but she's trying to see like if she liking the real him or like is that just like a front he put.
well, the thing is, even it's not that it's not the real him, because he still acts like that with her. Now, if you want to say another side of him, that's another thing. But the way
Yeah, that's what I'm-
the way he interacted with Sylvie is who he is. It wasn't like a front. Now, we want to take the angle of, I want to see if he's changed, or
Yeah.
how does he act when it's not me. That's understand, but I don't think that ultimately should matter too much, because like, if this is the person you care about and you want to be with him, like,
Yeah.
it's not gonna swing.
I mean, I don't know. She get mad at little stuff.
She does.
She
'cause-
get mad when it comes to him and other girls.
Yes.
Yeah, you see how quickly she got
I mean,
mad.
but
and
that's a natural reaction.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just girls in general.
I'm just saying that's probably part of the reason why she's not saying anything. Like,
Maybe she,
I don't think she thought this far ahead, but like you said, maybe over the course of everything that's happened, that changed in her mind, because she's thinking about Rudy as more than just a friend. She's just like, why do I like him? She's asking herself questions like when I forgot her name, the princess bodyguard was messing around with all the women or whatever, and she thought about like, okay, they share the same bloodline, and his dad's like that, so he's probably gonna be like that. So you're probably right. Maybe she's doing that investigation to see what that side looks like.
I just like, I know with all episodes, they steady introducing new characters, then they be cut off for like a few episodes. Like his what that's supposed to be like his cousin, that's there too.
You talking about the princess's bodyguard?
No, not the princess.
the other dude, the guy.
Yeah, his cousin, the one that went up to him, cause like,
I thought that wasn't his.
nah,
That wasn't the princess bodyguard when they talked.
nah, not the one that with the,
No, not
that
the
one.
Not the
With
one
the
with
two
brown
girls,
hair.
right? That was with him, and he's like, "You don't even know who I am. I'm so beneath you." Not that scene,
Nah, not that one.
That's
that
not. That's not the bodyguard.
one. Nah, yeah, no, not the bodyguard.
but that's the person you're talking about, though,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about right now. Like they introduced him like real
Nah, the
quick.
bodyguard was a different guy.
Okay, I thought that was him in that scene.
Nah,
I had to
the
go double
bodyguards
check.
wasn't
Yeah,
cocky like that.
Huh?
My bodyguards wasn't cocky like that.
Nah, he was. But I just feel like he just went and just introduced himself and saying like you beneath me and all that stuff, and he just walked off. Then we
Yeah.
ain't seen nothing from him since.
yeah, there's a lot of that. I mean,
Just not bringing Cliff back into the situation, because I don't remember seeing him in the past previous episode. Besides
nah,
that,
he's just been in the
when he got to
classroom.
school.
Yeah,
yeah.
and we seen him following Rudius around from different angles, trying
I
to.
wonder how long he been following, because it seemed like he knows his whole routine or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. Because we still haven't seen the other girl that we talked about. That's from season 1. That's in the tower that you see in like the end of episode. Whenever he leaves to go to the magic school, you see her at the end of the episode. We've saw everyone else in that time though. We've seen the demon god today. We've seen his other classmates. I think she's the only one I remember from that like little highlight. When they're walking to the school that we have not seen yet.
Isn't it one person that's in the class that just doesn't
That's the
show
girl.
up? Oh, that's the one you're talking
That's the
about?
one. Yeah, that's the one that's in the tower.
Oh, okay.
She's got like special privilege. So yeah, man. And I'm guessing that I don't know if y'all have noticed the title of the episodes, like the fiance of disaster,
I think it's
Right.
despair.
of despair. You're right, despair. I don't know if that's supposed to be.
I think it was pointed towards how the girls had to fight to. I think they was fighting to be in like to be their fiance or whatever.
Yeah, the whole tribal thing hit there.
But
be.
then the
It could go a lot of ways. You could point that at Elenise. You could point that at what you just mentioned, and you could point that at
Cliff.
potentially not necessarily Cliff.
I was thinking that when they led to them being.
Yeah, I did too.
That's what I was thinking. But then out of nowhere, they all them fighting and all that stuff to get the two girls.
Or I mean, kind of, but not the same. The demon gods, her, since she calls them despair or whatever. But hey, it's been a slow grind. It's been entertaining at points. I'm at the point that I'm ready for to get to the plot line, the main plot line. I mean, if we get his cure, it's cool. I think based on what were some of the predictions, obviously, I think you said it's going to be involved with Sylphie. That's going to solve his cure. Is
Yeah, curious.
I forgot what I said. I think I said something along the lines. Someone has the power to do it, and
I don't know what I said.
yeah, I don't remember what you said either, Jimmy.
She curing.
She can't.
Yes. You got to.
Cause I watched the intro.
You're giving him a
today.
little jump.
I always skip the intro like this past season, but I just actually watched it today, and it's like he's dreaming. It's a silhouette of somebody, but then he wakes up from the dream. But they don't really show who it is.
Is it? It's been a while. I've seen it the first episode, and I skipped it ever since. Is it a girl's silhouette, or is it? In
Yeah,
big
it's a girl silhouette, but they have longer. So he might be dreaming about ears.
Sylphie.
No, the girl had long hair in the intro.
You don't know how long. That could be a wig she got on. I never.
Oh man, he little boy reaching for the weapon, man. Jesus Christ.
What do you mean?
Sylvie's always had short hair though, even from the first time she had
She
short
was
hair.
a kid.
Okay, even now
Usually they grow up and grow out their hair.
maybe
She did.
She didn't. She,
We don't
Ain't
know.
got no wig on, brother. I'm not saying it can't be that. I'm just saying in the preview that it's probably not her. I'll put my money in Roxy. How about that? That's who he's fantasizing, Roxy. That's in his dream. That's the silhouette in his dream.
She's not gonna be the one to cure it though.
You don't know.
I do know.
She the one
It's
work.
gonna be Sylphie.
He created a whole religion.
So far, Sylphie the only one that gave him that little jump.
Hey, I bet Roxy, he made a whole religion on Roxy. You don't think that there's
Oh,
no
yeah, that little
jump?
strong that we
Roxy
didn't even
Lanes.
talk about.
Huh?
Roxy
We didn't even
Lanes.
talk about the strong. I forgot about
The what?
the strong.
Shrine that he had of
Yeah.
underwear.
The
Yeah.
strong with the painting.
Yeah, so it's more than jumping. Well, Roxy's in the scene.
It wasn't jumping though. That's a different kind of love. Like
I'm
he
saying-
in love with Sylphie, but probably love Roxy.
Yeah, he loves Roxy.
Nah, he really in love with ears though.
We're not talking about her right now.
I know.
Sylphie was so
I know,
far.
I know.
So what, you think Air's gonna be the key?
Nah, she ain't. I don't think she gonna be a part of this season.
All right.
Listen, I think if we had to rank all three, who he cares about the most is Roxy. I'm not even capping. Even through all these.
I wasn't talking about who he
No,
cared about.
that's what I'm talking about, though. I'm saying
I'm talking about who the one that's gonna cure his disease.
that's a
That's
high.
why the man God sent him there because Roxy ain't there apparently.
I think she will end up coming there. No, she not, cause she far away.
Yeah, cut that out, boy.
I think she's
I
already.
corrected myself.
Yeah. We'll see. Hopefully, we're episode 7 today, right?
8.
8. I'll give it 2 more episodes. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is a 26 episode season, so give it about 2 more episodes in school, then we'll finally move on.
I need to
Feel
pick it up a
free,
little bit.
Well, I feel like we'll find out in the next 2 episodes.
He already falling for a God version, so you just wait till he slap on that girl version on. It's gonna be over.
the guy.
Going back to the demon guy, it's gonna be interesting because he at the school now.
Oh yeah, he's a teacher.
Yeah, the brother.
Oh, he gonna be a teacher?
Yeah, he had a school. He had the whole
that.
school uniform on. He was
You know,
standing.
busting out the shirt like
Yeah.
All Might.
Yeah, I seen him, but he had like a state uniform on, so maybe he in a special class with them too now.
I feel like he's a teacher, and
gotta
that's
be the
another thing.
teacher.
We ain't never seen the teacher, right?
I don't
For the
think.
special
Yeah,
class?
he gotta be the teacher. Like, it don't make no sense for him to be a student there. Supposed to hold God. You mean?
That don't mean nothing.
Bro, God not. He pulled up and he stood in front of the class as a teacher, bro.
Maybe that was just his entrance.
Like, Nah, he reach.
Yeah.
We talking about reaches, no?
Your reach is way worse than mine.
What was my reach?
I don't remember. They know what it was on the.
It is recorded. It is recorded. All right. So let's move on to Bleach now. So been a lot of good action in Bleach. Let's start from the latest with not the latest, but a couple of episodes back we have Genpachi fighting. Jesus, I forgot what letter it is. EZI?
It was before
Yeah,
that. We was on before that though. Rukia. Rukia was fighting.
Oh yeah, my bad. Rukia. Let's start with Rukia. We'll blast through this really quick because there's a lot to unpack here. So Rukia, we finally get to see her use her Shikai and Bankai, right?
Mm.
It's dope. I think her abilities is dope. In a way, I feel like how did she win against the whole fear thought? Because she still had fear in her mind, but I guess her Byakuya saved her in that moment and told her to calm down, like concentrate. You got
It
it.
wasn't her fear. Like that's what told her. And it wasn't
Yeah.
her
Yeah.
that had fear. It was him.
Mm.
And she overcame it. But nah, the Bankai and Shikai was dope. Her ability, she looks really dope. I know you've been waiting to see this animated, and you.
Yeah, well, because like when Flynn in the manga, it was all black and white, but you can see people.
trash. I'll keep.
Anyway, but people will like, I guess, put their own illustration of how it would look like in color to themselves. So it was real nice seeing it that way, and like plus from her Shikai form of a sword, from what we know of from the first section of Bleach, before the Blood War and all that, it wasn't as strong as it is now. First it was just like it was like create like a sphere, like a spiral, not sphere, but I don't know, like a cylinder of ice just around them. It wasn't like her controlling her body temperature and all that stuff.
Here's another question too. Like, you don't have to necessarily answer this, but this just came to my mind. Who's the stronger ice type now? Is it gonna be her or, Jesus?
It's her.
Nah, it's still.
You're talking about the captain? Or is her?
still
Look
Tetsudo.
at this man dropping spoilers.
I'm not. I'm just saying. It's not a spoiler. I'm just saying it's still him.
It's definitely a spoiler, and it's still him.
I didn't say what happened.
But it's still a spoiler.
Oh, you better
well.
say whatever.
First of all, I only said Rukia right now because she went to go train with Squad Zero. He didn't because he got swept and washed and everything else. So that's what I was talking about in this moment. He's stronger than him.
Oh. Well, he asked the question. Oh, he said I didn't have to answer, but my fault.
So-
He was talking about right now in this moment. He wasn't talking about the future.
Oh,
Why would
right
he be
now-
talking
right
about
now
something in
is-
the future?
Come on, man.
Anyway, my question was, so what color did you imagine when you was reading the manga in black and white?
I didn't imagine no color.
So you just imagine her being in black and white and you thought that was live?
No, I just like I didn't say it was live. I was just saying like I can understand how powerful she got from going to go train with them. I didn't imagine no color or none of that stuff.
How you not imagine a color when you're reading? Ain't you supposed to use your imagination for the manga? That's how y'all read the fight scenes, right?
Yeah, but I'm not using my imagination for like color and all that stuff. I'm not.
So you gonna imagine a black and white fight?
No, I'm not.
What you mean? Like, what do you? You not answering my question. You know what? Just leave it. Just leave it. I'm not gonna get my answer
about that. I'm just imagining a fight happening, not thinking about color or none of that stuff. Like just in my mind, I'm thinking of how the action would play out. So I'm not really caring about color and all that stuff.
But I feel like if you looking at how a fight would carry out, how can you not imagine it with color? That's what I'm saying. So you imagined it in black and white.
No, I probably didn't. It was long time ago when I read it.
What is
You
going
being
on?
too technical with the question.
I will
though.
say
It's not
I
a
think-
technical
I
question. I
think-
really want to know what manga
I
readers be
think,
seeing.
Well, why don't you read it? You go find out.
I don't
I won't.
I don't know.
Okay, then. So everybody mind is different. My bad, Reese.
I don't know if this is official, but I've seen some of the panels colored, so I don't know. Like they'll give a panel every now and then in full color. I don't know if it's coming from the author, and so it is part of the.
Yeah, I don't remember hers was colored, but I know they do some of them.
So that's another way to kind of navigate those situations when you ask to answer your question.
Go
I
read
know.
it.
Well, I appreciate you answering the question that he apparently cannot when he reads them. But okay,
I did answer it. How did I not answer it?
because you say you can picture the fight, but you can't picture the color. That makes no sense.
I wasn't thinking about color. I was just thinking of how the action scenes would play out in live action animation.
That's what I'm saying. So when you think about it, so shouldn't you be able to either see color or you see the black and white that you're reading?
Let's go.
We're not going anywhere with this, man. Come on, man. Come on.
All right. Go ahead, continue.
So we see her, in her all-powerful form. Then we move on to the next episode. We got Kenpachi fighting the letter I.
Yeah, letter I.
It was a dope villain, man. He came, as fast as he came, as fast as he left, and it was like a shining bright star. Like he shined really bright for, just one episode, but it was a dope villain.
In one episode.
Yeah, but I feel like his was the best. He's the best villain we've seen thus far, in my opinion. Out of all the other ones, like James, I was kind of whack in my opinion.
You can use imagination and make anything possible.
It was like, man, what boy went. I'm not gonna say the other term, but he turned into a shooter. And he had guns galore.
Bro,
took the man into a vacuum of space. And then he tried to drop the meteor on him like Madara.
Yeah.
My boy brought out the tools.
I said drink. It was over. Pulled out that axe and got to work.
Didn't he put him in water in the beginning?
Yeah, he put him in water.
I'm trying to remember how he even got out there. He went to go save Yachiru. Said it right this time.
Turn her blood into cookies.
Well, like he probably cut himself out of that water or something like that.
I feel like he could have. I've seen other Hashiras from other animes being the water, essentially the water swordsman stuck in water, but I digress. But no, another great villain, another good fight scene. Kenpachi, obviously OP. Like you mentioned when we were talking previously, he didn't even take his eye patch off.
No, he didn't.
So we don't even know how far it goes. We just seen was this Bankai this time? Did we see his Bankai or was it Shigai? Big ass meat cleaver, I guess. What can I say? I'm just excited to see what these final forms are gonna look like and how strong they're gonna get. And it's kind of crazy to think, how like the power level scaling is dumb right now, because Ichigo for a time was like the strongest, and it's just like it reset again, and he's no longer strongest.
After the visor arc, everybody in Suicide got a whole lot stronger than what they were, but not as strong as how the Quincy's are now.
Yeah, the Quincy's just like OP, and I get it. They've been absorbing Reishi for 200 years, I think they said. It might be even longer. Yeah, it could have been long. Period. Wow.
I say 1,000-year blood work, my guy.
Yeah, because they said what, like 900 years they was like locked away, 90 years, then it was like 9 days or something.
I knew there was some type of.
It was just going down by 9 years.
Yeah,
they add up to 1,000 years.
So, again, I also say this, like, again, we talked about this as well. I appreciated the voice acting from the villains. The last two have been with the Imagination God has been Tanjiro from Demon Slayer, and then the episode before that was, I think I said Kirito from ReZero, or not ReZero, Sword Art Online. And I didn't even catch his voice, but I knew Tanjiro. When I heard him talking, I was like, man, I know this voice from somewhere. And it's kind of dope to see that happen, because you don't see a lot of times like voice actors for characters be the villain. In my opinion, I can't think of many I've seen kind of play both sides. Even in like dub, like I can't think of many times that I've seen that.
You're watching dub like that.
I don't either, but I'm just saying the ones I've watched.
Oh, the voice actor for Vegeta, he do a lot. I don't remember him being a villain.
And that goes for not even voice acting, but just being actors in general.
Vegeta was a villain
at first.
He was a villain at first. Yeah, I wouldn't say you call him a villain anymore. Not in Super, like.
I'm just saying he was a villain, so you heard both sides already. So.
But I'm thinking another show though.
Like other shows.
Just like even with actors, you don't see a lot of actors that play the good person and the bad person. There's been like maybe a handful that I can think of that play both sides. Denzel, Leo,
Idris Elba.
I know I called him that.
You played the villain in the movie?
House of Shaw.
Oh, House of Shaw. Yeah. I forgot he was in there.
It doesn't happen often, and a lot of times they're not good villains too.
He's villain on a different one.
Yeah, you don't see him play villains, and then a lot of times they're not good villains when they do. But Leo, I think, captured a good villain in Django. If you want to call him villain, but he was the evil guy, quote unquote.
Django was funny as hell.
Hey, Django's a good movie. And Jamie Foxx, hey man, I'm very underrated. I think he's one of the best actors. Definitely one of the best black actors. I think it's between him, Denzel, and Will.
And Samuel Jackson.
He's
Idris Elba.
iconic, but I don't think he's as good as an actor.
I'll take Idris Elba.
His range is definitely not there. I'll tell you that.
It's not?
His range, he kind of plays the same character in every movie. Kind of. You got the stern mentor, or kind of the unhinged, like aggressive character.
Everybody got their own opinion. Like,
Give me to who that you can think of.
I don't know, Coach Carter. That's a stern mentor.
Okay.
Then you got a Hitman's Bodyguard. That's like
Is that not the? Okay.
that's like comedy. Then you got The Avengers. So it's like
Avengers
same
kinda-
person to me.
I don't know about to say. I haven't seen the comedy one.
you haven't seen Hitman's Bodyguard with him and Ryan Reynolds?
I don't think so.
Oh, you sleep.
Oh yeah, that's the newer one. Yeah, I definitely didn't watch that one. Yeah.
You sleep. No, that movie
Yeah,
funny
I
as hell.
definitely didn't watch it.
Huh?
The way he said it made it seem like he watched it. Yeah, I definitely didn't watch it.
I had to think
That
about it.
movie funny as hell. But back to anime.
Yeah. So, great characters, great voice actors for these last two when it came to the villain and voice acting. And we see him pop out his brain. I thought something was going to happen with that brain, but as we see in this latest episode, nothing happens. Like, essentially, Kenpachi just gets jumped out of nowhere
Yeah.
with reason because they know he's different.
Man, he's one of the special threats.
Yeah, that's what they called him, special threats. I was surprised though that the first girl like ate all the dude's heads off,
Oh yeah,
bit them off. I was just kind of like, okay. It
They
was
all
kind
got murked though. They got destroyed.
yeah, they dropped half a building on a whole squad and killed him instantly. Yeah, his whole squad, and that's another thing we gotta find out where Yachiru went.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
we kind of got a hint of what was going on because
You stay out of it.
we kind of got a hint of what's going on because
Why you said it like that?
I feel like she has
don't even know
something
what
to
happened
do
there.
with his sword, just based on like how they went to the flashback when she touched
Oh,
the sword.
Kenpachi.
Yes, and she kind of, I think that's when she appeared. I don't know though. We'll see, but it's kind of weird otherwise why she disappeared. But I feel like it's tied into his abilities or his sword.
That makes sense. But at the same time, the other people are missing too.
What other ones?
What other people?
The one that was down there healing people.
No, she took off.
I mean,
Like,
they
she
didn't-
grabbed-
I know, but he sent.
they didn't show her
Yachiru-
missing though.
I mean, he sent the lieutenant to go find them.
I thought he sent her to go capture the two dudes who were falling. I thought
Yeah,
the other two captains.
yeah, the squad 4 lieutenant. She
she was with them.
grabbed the 2 captains and
he
went
sent
away. But then
Yachiru-
he sent her to go get healed.
Yeah.
And after that, like then the next episode, you don't see them no more.
You ain't see them at all either. That's what I was saying.
So
I'm
that's
still
what
trying to
saying.
figure out if they really
got
did
out
or
of
not.
Dodge, so she ain't being in the way.
Well, so we'll find out. But the characters, I guess they're supposed to be kind of like comedic relief. Jesus Christ. It was all right. I felt kind of forced. I didn't really wasn't too.
You talking about them 4?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
They did mark their 5th person of their group. How they were.
I wonder if
all
they,
hate
do you
her.
think they really
They did something to him.
absorbed her? Yeah, they did something because the last time we see is like, please don't, and they did it. So obviously they did whatever they had to, and she's no longer with us. But we see you're the shining star enter the scene. We've been waiting on this.
I mean, hold on.
What's he go? Go ahead.
I also thought Kenpachi was gonna take his eye patch off because
I
ain't no
did
way
too.
he just got slept by lightning like that and just like gave up.
Hey
He
man,
was taking other damage though too.
Yeah, so why not?
He was still injured from the previous fight. Because at the beginning of the episode, it shows him.
Wouldn't
coughing
him
up blood.
Wouldn't him taking off the eye patch power him up basically back to him?
Yeah, from
I wouldn't
previous-
say it power went back to normal. He still take damage. He probably can like
He
get
said it's,
stronger. I'll agree with you.
Yeah,
there.
because like I mean, when he was fighting that dude in Waco Mundo, he took off the eye patch and then like
He didn't heal. He just got stronger.
his wounds was
I don't
basically
know.
healed.
He fought a strong opponent. I'll give him the pass for being tired. My boy came out of a vacuum of space.
Oh yeah.
And he said his
was just a little
his
fatigue.
internal like organs and all that stuff was damaged too.
And that's another thing. When he went in space, I could have sworn they kind of showed it, like his like eyes and stuff, like it like absorbed all the I don't want to say
Reishi?
liquid, but like basically liquid, like
Oh.
the vacuum like sucked
Oh
all.
yeah, started stuck on dry.
So it's like he came out of that like he was just like
Blood cut space.
have you ever seen someone who gave plasma after they gave plasma? No.
Mm-mm.
Basically, they look like a zombie. They look dead because they get all like their nutrients sucked out of them essentially.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how Kenpachi looked coming out of that vacuum of space. And for him to like still kind of have that fight, I give him the pass for not being able to like take the
Alright, I
iPad.
give him a pass. He did come out strong.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but the shooting star, everyone's waiting on it. Ichigo arrive on the scene. It was kind. I like how they introduced him too, because like he crashed across the whole
Crashed
city.
across the map
Hey,
and then was
someone-
right behind him.
Someone just crashed, and they're like,
Did he just crash?
I came in a little too fast, and I was like,
Like,
then
oh,
I
okay.
didn't realize they kind of moved the frame. Like, I thought he was still over there, but they showed him right next to him. I was like,
did
that was
too. I
dope.
was like,
Yeah, he was right behind him. I was
He
like, oh
did,
yeah.
like super flash.
boy.
step
I was
over.
like, oh yeah, he there for no
He-
talking.
for
Let's get it.
action. And then when I say I was like, hell yeah, some shit about to start happening, I was happy, then I was pissed off immediately.
I'm with you.
Because we seen
Meanwhile,
those
How you not
girls
know?
kill the whole squad, right? And let's say he did know that. There's blood everywhere. He's already seen. Didn't he know they were getting attacked the first time?
Yeah.
'Cause yeah.
He knew.
That's why he had to go back and train, right? And he's seen, because he came when Byakuya was all fucked up and like
exactly.
it's like you know what time they on. So
Everybody
like why are
down
we
there on their
playing
death
around? Like it was dope because I understand at one point he was testing to see his powers. And let me stop the show because like I appreciate it. He did the little baby
Oh, that-
the baby
Yes, sir.
show. I was like, oh yeah, that shit said.
Bro, say,
Ooh.
yes, it does. I say, oh yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, I hit the-
hey.
Yeah, he got two different forms of it now.
Yeah, the Getsuga Jinbe. I don't even remember. Some with the J.
I know. I didn't hear how he pronounced it. Like it just happened too quick.
I just know I hit the rewind when he did that, and I was like,
No, he said dodge it.
And, see,
that's
Oh,
exactly
that's
what
the
we
part
mad
part
at.
y'all mad about. Oh, okay,
so
my
like
bad.
in the beginning, I'm like, okay, he's trying to size himself up, see how strong he is. You know, he just came back from training, cool. Then as soon as he just said that shit, like he's playing around, told her, I was like, why are you not just killing these people?
Exactly.
Like we going
Easy
back,
sweep.
we going back to season 1 Bleach, season 1 Ichigo. Like this is supposed to be cutthroat. Like you know what time they on. You seen what they did last time. You over here playing around. Then you telling them to dodge it, dummy. Like why are you trying to be the friendly guy again? Like come in here with a
Made
mission.
me mad.
So that's why I was like,
We
man,
literally called him on the phone. He's like, yeah, once I get there, y'all good.
yeah.
But you trying to let people live? No, sir.
And then on top of
Kill
that,
them.
if we move forward just a little, yeah. And before I move forward, the Getsuga, something with a J when he did the cross, that shit was fire. I was like, that's just tough. But after he said the dodge shit, I was thoroughly pissed off because I was like, why are you playing that now? Like earlier, I see is like maybe you're sizing yourself up. Now you're just bullshitting, like trying to help people live. Like, nah, fuck all that. End it all. And then on top of that, how does she only lose her arm? Like, I feel like that was I know it's not his strongest ability.
I mean, I knew he wasn't trying to kill him though. I said I knew he wasn't killing him though.
Yeah,
'Cause
fuck
remember,
all that.
because I mean, he started off just using his hands instead of just pulling out the sword in the
Yeah,
beginning.
right. I thought he was just conserving his energy, showing like I don't even need to use my sword. I can kill. I can basically disable y'all with my hands. I thought that's what time he was on. It was like I got this ladder to climb. Like I'm not gonna even use my sword on y'all. Exactly. He's just trying to conserve himself, which is cool. I'm cool with that.
It reminded me of like the season 1, like, cause he did that when he was saving Rukia, when he used his hands against the lieutenant. That's why I already knew that he wasn't trying to kill nobody.
That's different though with that Soul Society, because like he was trying to save Rukia, but he wasn't.
Yeah, he didn't.
trying to
I don't
kill
think
them.
he felt like he needed to kill them. Like,
With
Apparently, he
these
still don't
people,
feel
that's
like.
what I'm saying. This
But
is different here. He should.
yeah, he should.
Now I understand like him using his hands is conserve energy because he got the final boss to go to. I get that, but like once he
I ain't
starts,
saying use a sword move, just slice him up.
hey man, maybe it's not even worth giving them the information of what you can do, which he kind of did anyways with the
Yeah, I was
Getsuga
about to say, he
Tensei.
didn't
But I
need
mean, they knew he could do that. It just they didn't know how strong it was now. But I digress. What really made it even worse though. So you see, you watch and Udo and the other guy about to leave.
Oh yeah, he was trying to talk.
Not even that. Not even that.
Big.
When he's going to fly to him, she gonna get slid.
Bro, really just thought he could just walk. Like,
No,
I
yeah.
could just fly across.
Not even the fact that you don't think they're gonna stop you like they said. The fact that you let them touch you, like, bro, like you were working.
Anybody
you were
get in your way,
handling
you
this
should have.
shit. That's what I'm saying. We can't dodge now.
He let his guard down. Honestly, it don't look like he let his guard down when he just got
don't
stole
matter.
like
That's
that.
what I'm saying. He shouldn't be coming there to let his guard down when he just told them before.
Well, his main focus.
When I get there, I'm on demon time.
When he
That's
see the
basically-
strongest person about to go to the soul palace, so his first thought just go there and stop them. He not thinking they still there.
Okay, so
You think he's-
so by you saying that, as fast as he moved when he got there to say Kenpachi, why he couldn't move that same speed to get to them?
Or use that speed to dodge into the
Yeah,
bunches.
exactly. So
That's
so
all
miss
I
me
think.
whatever you're saying right now.
No, I'm
That's
just saying.
ridiculous.
Like his main attention went to them.
Slowly,
That's fine.
bro was floating through the air, slow, and they all just.
Okay,
like,
you don't think
like-
they still fast too?
Not fast to him.
I know.
You see this man come up behind him until he said something.
Okay, I know that now. Okay.
What you mean?
Nah, you ain't gonna win this one, dog.
Yeah, yeah.
That Ichigo, I'm not even gonna say Ichigo. The show was on some bullshit right in this scene now because I was thoroughly pissed off. He got punched, and then okay, he dodged the gun or whatever. But I was like, why are they even able to be in your area? Like I've seen
Like,
you just
dropped 'em.
teleport to the scene,
Yes. From
and you
across
can't
the map.
you can't do the same thing to close the distance. That's all I'm saying.
True.
That's the Yodorichi flash up he did.
And then we,
I think faster than that.
Yeah, exactly. Bro traveled across the map. Like he crashed over here and then right there behind him. Without they even know.
and I guess they did, and it's kind of weak still, but I guess they did this to give Rengoku and everyone to show.
Bro said Rengoku.
My
I'm
bad,
dead.
I'm tripping. Jesus Christ,
Renji.
Renji. Renji to pull up on the scene to show like, oh, we got you type shit, like go on.
I thought Renji was finna fight all of them by himself. I was like, all right,
Nah,
nah,
he
y'all
ain't
reaching.
that guy.
I was like, he ain't that strong. And then I was like, oh, okay.
Didn't know dude with the slice. What his name? What shoe
The one with the tattoo right there.
Yeah, with the 69 tattoo. Hey, did he get worked earlier? So
He definitely got work
he did
earlier. I
get
think
work.
I
They all,
yeah,
all of them got worked earlier.
Nadi Kaku, no?
Yeah, they lost to
get work.
James.
They lost to
Oh yeah,
James.
they did. They did. Okay.
Yeah, I think they got healed up, but it's like if y'all
I'm
couldn't.
gonna use the Bankai. Maybe that would have helped.
We still saving it. That's stupid.
I guess that's the only reason why we had that segment with
Yeah, I guess.
Ichigo getting slowed down because like
Either way.
they could have done it another way. Like, he could have just
Either way.
like he could have just burned off on the plug. Then they start to chase, and then they step in front type chick. It's like he shouldn't have got punched by the love chick. I don't even know what her name is, but
I
I
was
was
gonna
kind of
step in front of him. If they do step in front, I want him to flash step past them. They be like,
yeah
Wait.
on some Naruto shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
And Uryu come out of nowhere. He's just surprised that Uryu was up there with him. Like Uryu didn't want to come with him, but I don't think he knew Uryu was with them yet.
I feel like even though you could be in shock that you're with someone who caused great harm to the Soul Society, and potentially they even came to the real world and tried to do damage. It's just like he's a Quincy, and he, even though it is, I will say this: whatever he found in his grandpa's book really must have flipped the switch, but because he's already been super friendly with Soul Reapers, like his whole mantra of like.
they must have killed his mom or something.
Yeah, they must have did something pretty bad to the point where he's like full switch, like I don't care anymore. But even with all that being said, I feel like he's a plant, and at the end of the day, he's just doing all this to get information or be ready to flip the switch and be on, like, just say I did it to infiltrate the bad guys type shit.
I understand that. I can see that point.
But
the same
Ichigo
time-
being so reactive. Oh my god, who do you say something
Exactly.
like? Come on, man.
Begging and stuff. Like,
Shout
nah,
out to Chad and Odaime pulling up the scene. You know what I'm saying? Some good shots in there. Some very peculiar choice of clothing.
yeah, I know. I was like, hey.
Let him
He ain't dressed
hang.
up out there.
What Chad ain't even saying that. He's just like,
But
what side?
Chad gonna always choose the Ichigo side no matter
Of course.
what. They day ones.
It's the fact that he just sat there and was like just begging. Like,
Oh, you don't like the fact that he was just begging him to come back?
yeah, forget that,
Say
bro. Like you
something.
supposed to be there to come and stop all of this.
True,
Why really
but
he even did that?
He confused as to why Udio's up there. I understand he's
I don't
with the
think they
Quincy's
confused-
and all.
I don't
But
think
I'm
they could-
saying the moment he called them on the phone, said, as soon as I get there, it's over. That's what everything's finna get handled. He ain't handled nothing yet. Yeah, he punched them around a little bit, but he ain't do no killing, nothing. And then he let them get away.
He did let him get away, and he didn't even chase him in that moment. So we'll see what happens. But it's just like,
If Uryu got time to shoot bows at her, I'm pretty sure Ichigo had time to go sleep him.
and then he got hit by the arrows. I was like, come on, man.
He knew
Like,
that
what,
one.
you thought he thought those were just for fun. He was
Yeah,
just like,
you know this man ain't playing. You know he's serious.
He knew they weren't gonna cause that much damage though. It was just regular arrows.
I ain't cut him.
They ain't do that much damage.
But I'm saying he should have
Why is he letting it touch him?
and get up there.
Maybe he didn't feel the intent of harm.
Man, people were dying. That's what I'm saying. Like,
He would have got cut up by them things if order He-Man Chad.
Oh,
ain't
but
show.
you seen not Yawas, but the other one. He was about to do something, but then Uryu stepped in.
yeah, to like give a lesser serious attack to get him to back. What's like, man, fuck all that.
Ichigo should have been able to
I
handle
will
that man
say,
regardless.
he said he's coming down there to do something. He went down there and didn't
know,
really
well,
do
what
it.
would-
Yeah,
he
he changed
would've-
his mind.
The other dude wouldn't went there. He would have went down there with his sword and tried to fight him. In practice, I ain't gonna say he gonna kill him and all that stuff, but
And here, I'm rewinding a bit, but I forgot to mention it because it was actually pretty funny when Baz B fucking shot all the girls in the back.
oh yeah,
It was like funny. I was like, God damn, he
Yeah,
dropped
that's funny
everybody.
as shit, right?
And then they were just like back and like on the same team again. Like,
that one try to die and let me handle
she,
this.
she was floating, holding her chest with a hole in her stomach. I was like, God damn, that shit was funny.
That'd be that dude though.
He said one try to die.
I respect him as a villain.
You respect him as a villain? Why? Because he just like,
He actually doing his job out there. Boy out there sleeping captains. Really trying to kill them mans out there.
so he ain't with no games. He on that
I
time.
ain't got time for that plan and stuff. He the only one that's actually going out there going to work.
The only other character I know is about that time at all times, other than like maybe Kenpachi, is what's his name with the hat?
Junsui? Junsui?
Yes.
The one who was with the Yoruichi. Is that
What
the,
the other captain?
Oh, you talking about Mr. Hatton? You talking about Urahara?
yeah, Urahara.
Oh yeah, him.
He's the only one I know. He's like, hey, it's time.
Captain of Rukia captain. What he at? They ain't showed him.
Who is Rukio's captain? Which one is that?
Ukatake or something like that.
Is that the one? Is that
That's the one with
The one that's with Junsui. The one with the long white hair.
Oh.
I feel
Yeah,
like
we
he's,
haven't seen, have we seen him at all during Blood
Yeah,
War?
you seen him like in the
I feel like he's somewhere
beginning.
like building up from like
Like at the beginning of this season 2, this
No, we seen him in the
the
first.
first season.
Yeah,
That's been oh yeah, because he's in the meeting right when they're all
we just haven't seen him since.
I feel like he working on something. Like trying to
in the lab.
yeah.
Yeah,
make
it's like
something,
that's what
like
he
a
was
seal
doing
or
in,
something.
in the first.
The Souls, the invasion arc.
Yeah, he was working on something.
Yeah, I feel like he just be off to the side.
But they did say like all the people like I remember from the first section of Bleach they said people with white hair was always like prodigies and stuff. That's why Tosha was a captain so fast for some young.
Yeah, he was like captain at 13 or something like that. Or super, I don't remember. But we'll see. I feel like out of all the
everybody was a
captains,
prodigy.
he's like probably the softest though to like kill someone.
Yeah, because you remember he was playing around with that I don't know remember what his name was, Wonder Wise during the Visor Eisen arc. He was playing around with him as like he was a child or something.
Mm-hmm. And I think now I think about it, the only other cutthroat captain is gonna be scientist. Well, I keep forgetting his name too.
Oh damn.
Hmm?
Oh damn.
Mayuri.
I thought Mayuri was his lieutenant.
Nah, that's his thing.
That's his name. Yeah, he's the only other one I can think of. Like, is trying to fucking. He ain't playing around.
I need to kill these people. I'm killing them. That's
Yeah,
that's
he
what
ain't gonna
like.
sit there and fucking ask. I'm not even if he doesn't kill him, he's experimenting on him. So they better off getting.
Oh, basically he always
I'd rather
experimenting
die.
while
Yeah.
he's fighting.
I'd rather die. I ain't got time.
So he be experimenting on himself while he fight.
I know it's capable, and we've had. So here's the thing, like, in so far on 1,000 Year Blood War, I have appreciated the violence. It's been good. I like the idea of like captains actually dying. Like death can happen. No character is necessarily safe. Obviously, with like Ichigo and maybe Urahime.
Main cast.
Yeah. But I do want some of these moments to like capture, like for instance, one that came to my head when Uryu fought that captain, right? When he absorbed all the reishi around him and threw his ultimate attack into the bankai, like getting that level of, you know, clashes. Because everything so far, there's been good scenes, but like I haven't.
And like quick.
It's like you said, fairly it's been quick, and we haven't really seen someone's like best ability in that. Like we seen Rukia's, but again, like it just happened. Like it wasn't. There was no like build. I don't know. Maybe it's just a builder, like you said. Maybe it's everything's happened so fast that we're not appreciating. I'm not appreciating as much for those moments. But
yeah, cause like the original Bleach, like it took like a few episodes.
Yeah, 2-3 episodes for a fight.
Man, but you gotta think those was just fights though. We actually in a war now, so fights gotta go about fast. Like ain't got time to be playing around. That's why I was mad that Ichigo come down there on that bullshit.
You was in a war during like the
they're kind of in the war in the invasion.
Which one?
When they all went to go save Rukia, because that's when that happened.
Yeah, but
that was over a course of time.
They thought less of them. Like they thought like, oh, if they get this far, we ain't worried about it. Like, cause they already slept them a few times.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
So they wouldn't like they ain't really see them as a threat. But like now in this war, when they actually see people like head captain got killed, like not different.
This is
So,
true.
like, yeah, so like they ain't really should be playing out here, but you know Ichigo still on this bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're a child, bro. Child or not, your bro should be out there killing people if he say he gonna come down there.
Who's the child? You talking about them? Like who's fighting?
Ichigo, he just go.
Oh. I mean,
he's still only like 17. Like he's still in.
he old enough, man. I want to hear that. Then he went to the hyperbolic time chamber with his dad. Apparently, he aged in there anyway, so it's like he's of age. I don't know. I think he was only in there for 3
He
months.
need to use his of age mind and start killing these people.
Yeah, he was on some bull. That's what I'm saying. Like this, a lot of these themes feel like season 1, or pre 1,000 Year Blood War, because it's kind of like
I understand they just want Ichigo to be that good guy that don't kill. Like
I'm thinking to myself, like even when he Flash stepped in, he could have just killed everyone instant, dead.
True.
that really would have been nice right there.
That would have been what?
That would have been nice right there if he did that. Because that's what he did the first time when he got there, when he dropped those people.
He was pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as he came
That's what
in.
I'm saying. That energy should be the
He
same.
that
got more
rain.
pissed when Byakuya was crying out for help.
Yeah, but I'm saying he should that anger or that seriousness should have never left when him coming back the second time, knowing there's an invasion. That's how I'm like.
Especially everybody out there getting cooked already. Like,
Yeah, they getting cooked even worse.
yeah, that's what
I
I'm saying.
hate to be like
you know people died.
First time they just saying like, "Hey, we here and we about to come take over some shit."
Yeah, and all they killed was the lieutenant, and that was it.
Nah, they killed the and the head captain.
Oh yeah, I know. But I'm saying,
I'd hate to be anything below a lieutenant, man, because we done seen countless of these dudes dying. Ain't really no anger.
soldiers.
Y'all are nameless people.
Ain't no real anger. We out here watching Dynasty Warriors unfold right in front of us, dog. Like mobs of people
I
that
hate
dying.
Kamachi people though, cause he got people that want to be warriors and be like him. Like and they not even on that level of Ikaku and of the other dude yet.
Yeah, it's only them first 5 seeds, and that's it.
But you can say that for all the groups. Everybody put soldiers as bodies.
Yeah.
I don't even think the 4th seed. They don't even mention the 4th seed. They just go straight to the 5th one.
Oh yeah, because he just shows the number
Who's the
5. I
fourth seed?
forgot.
He got that by because the other dude don't like the number 4.
Yeah, he's like, nah, I like the number 5 better. That's tough. I don't understand it either.
There was definitely good moments in this episode. I just feel as though we just turned down the serious meter a little bit too low. Like it was too much fun and games, and
He should at least kill one of them. That's
yeah,
all.
man. I'm just, like
Or at least like not said the words that he used.
yeah. If I would have never
Yeah,
heard
would've been
Dodge,
fine.
I could at least been like,
Yeah.
he
like,
was
ooh,
intent was there. He just
Yeah.
didn't finish it. Yeah, man. We
could have handled that.
oh,
So now I'm just like, what y'all gonna do now? Y'all already let these fans get away. Y'all figured out he was going after Squad Zero the whole time. Going for the Soul King.
They was waiting on Ichigo to come back down because they know if he gonna come back down real quick and he gonna create a big whole hole in that, 72 layer barrier.
Mhm.
So they kind of knew that he was already up there.
But they also said like Squad Zero knew like this is that window for the shields to regenerate was gonna be
Yeah,
a thing. So because they
3,000 seconds or
they showed his
something like
face like he was, I don't know if he was smiling, but he was making a smirk, I guess. So they kind of knew, and they're like, "What are you planning?" You know. So
I think they knew. They just wanted Ichigo to be ready. You know, and stuff.
let's see, man.
Apparently he ain't got that mindset of a killer yet.
I think he-
I'm surprised that he ain't, like you said, off anybody, because you were upset when Byakuga got work. This like that's happening to everyone else.
He don't
around.
he don't know who got work. Because he just arrived and he already see Kenpachi on the ground. So my first thought would have been like, they sleeping Kenpachi.
I guess
Everybody else
I
left.
guess since he didn't get killed and he's talking, it's like okay, because he's like, I didn't think I'd have to save you. I didn't think you'd be the one saving me. Like they were just the energy was too.
Kenpachi to say that to me, I would have been like, oh yeah, no, they serious then. Let me turn it up.
Without knowing what happened, yeah, to that point. Man, it's
But it don't make no sense for him to do that and everything and then be like, hey, dodge it. Like, let me throw out something strong, but dodge it though.
maybe he was just like,
because he seen that she was just gonna try to take it head on.
So
that's the point.
what was the point of him using it then? You wasting energy for what?
I don't know, maybe just test him out.
Yeah,
Man, I'm finna throw this uppercut, dodge it though. That's basically what he did.
they were on some bullshit though. I there's some reason I can. They should have just not said anything and just showed her just lose an arm. That would have been like, you threw something out that she ate it. Whatever.
That thing, she should have lost more than just the arm. Even
Yeah,
though she
I was
made it-
looking at it. I was like, motherfucker's a cross.
She dodged
Maybe
it
after
like
he
last
said
second.
dodge it, she realized, man, maybe I need to dodge this, but it was a little too late. She got-
Basically,
I guess, man.
not good enough for me.
They could definitely have been a bit more serious with his arrival and what he was gonna do. Because now, like, I'd hate to see everything up to this point, and then we go into like kind of like a original Bleach style of like just how they do things. Because I
They hype me.
want to see people die.
They hype me up for it, so I need to see it. I'm gonna be highly disappointed.
Mhm.
Bro, literally called the man on the phone. Said, hey, like get there, just wait for me. I got y'all. And then you get there and I do nothing. Like that's gonna make me mad. I can't handle that.
And I was kind of upset that you see Chad and Urahime pull up, and we ain't see Grimjo. I know you're around. They already
Didn't they show Aizen though? Showed
they
Aizen.
did show up Peak Aizen.
Aizen was like, let me see if I'm one of the chosen. I was like, ooh, I don't know.
He said that? I thought
Wasn't that?
no,
Aizen?
that was
that wasn't
Basby.
Oh,
Basby
yeah.
said that, and then they
Yeah,
went.
yeah.
I think they were panning through the other
Yeah, they
section.
panned it right back to Aizen. He was locked
And I
up.
wonder what that meant, cause like I thought him being chosen that to leave with him, or I don't know.
I think that's what it was. Cause didn't he fight what's his name? Toshiro? Yeah, he fought
Yeah,
Toshiro.
slept that man.
Yeah. But then you didn't see him no time after that, so maybe he went back to where y'all watching the other guy was.
As you can see, he's just been running around looking for people to fight. That's why he pulled up with the thing. He's ready to fight Ichigo.
Mm-hmm.
Or really on his demon time like he should be.
So I'm saying this is war, man. People out here playing around,
That's all I'm saying. I ain't got time for that.
wasting energy, trying out shit just cause, man. Letting people leave the scene. What we doing? Where's Grimjo at? Cause I know he gonna be on that time.
That's your main thing.
I'm just-
How did you picture this in the manga?
Looking at.
Ichigo with that saw?
Yeah, he was.
It's the words I didn't want to hear, man. I thought
It gets better though, man.
I believe you. I'm just saying this is up to this point, I had no complaints about Thousand Year Blood War. It had been
My first
excellent.
complaint.
This is the first time I was just genuinely like asking myself
They
why.
had to slow it down a little bit, man. They had to slow it down a little bit.
Hell no, they didn't.
I don't mind you slowing it down.
They slowed it down too much.
They're dumbing it down though. I
I'm
want
gonna
to
have
see.
Ichigo on that weak sauce. Like begging.
They did good when he came the first time, and he seen Byakuga
He's-
fucked up. The steam, fucking rain was fucking evaporating around because that shit was dope. That was a fly scene. And he was,
Blast
it
up
was
through all
straight
them
rage.
weak Quincy's and just
That's what I want to see, man.
he does. That's how it should have
I
been.
know it gets better, so I'm not gonna completely shit on it because I know they're gonna do us right. But this is the first of merit. Like all the other episodes been straight 8s, 9s, 10s.
He pulled
This
up
is like-
serious, so he should have just stayed
It's like a
serious.
7. This was like an okay episode. since they showed me the baby Getsuga Tensho, like I was
That ain't
like,
still in my mind.
that was a tough scene because I was like, that was dope. He was like,
It's when
Getsuga
they
Tensho.
when they say it quietly like that, and then this man just formed a line, and I was like, come on, bro, you really like that now? He said, dodge it. Huh. Ruined it.
Boy,
Ain't got the same effect.
Said it didn't have the same effect.
It ain't really got the same.
So that dodge it ruined the whole his. I don't think that's his ultimate. 'Cause that's-
I ain't say it was ultimate. I'm saying like it ruined his serious.
out there trying to help it. Out there trying to be
Helping the enemy. Man.
power friendship out here, trying to be friendly with everybody, save everybody. Everybody ain't meant to be saved, man. You gotta do damage sometimes.
They show ain't.
Hey, they was killing people left
They
and right.
killing their own people. They don't care.
Yeah. Boys just ruthless.
They all want the reward, man, for killing the number one special threat.
Yeah, they didn't even really. I guess they get more power or higher on the power scale, or whatever. I don't know for killing because everyone's trying to get rid of the special threats.
I don't know how that worked though. If they jumping them, like, they all get it.
They said whoever beats
Like,
them.
get them like killing blow or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, everybody beat them down. Then one weekend they come out of nowhere get the killing blow.
Hey man, level up, man.
He getting jumped like, nah, you ain't getting it.
I imagined it. Looking ass.
Stuff.
But I think we're good. Any final thoughts? Anything that we left unsaid?
Wow.
I don't got nothing.
Hey man, you heard it here first. You hear our small disappointment with the episodes. We know it'll bounce back, but that'll be it. Yeah, that'll be it for the rest of this episode, guys. Let us know in the comments. Is it subs or is it dubs? Peace.